Hey everybody, it's T-Mac, and we're gonna be talking about abuse and mental health.
Chad's answering some text messages, so I'll try to keep you up to date here. See if I can talk as much as Chad does. I don't know what's happening there. What? Did the umpire just quit? He said he's got 6 kids. He's walking off. Are you kidding me?
I'm guessing this is a high school game. Somebody sent us this play. It's a check swing. You know, there's 2 types of abuse that we get on a baseball field. There's the obvious abuse, the hey, you stink, and a lot worse than that, right? And then there's the subtle stuff. The subtle stuff is the one thing isn't anything, but 100 things is. And this coach feels a need to walk, and he wasn't even in the frame, and this camera doesn't move, to yell at this umpire when he calls a check swing strike, to go ask for help. Umpires don't deserve or need this abuse at any level.
All right, we are back.
One thing I realized from this video is we have to stop and back up, because this is where it doesn't really look like abuse if you just watch what's going on from like a fan's perspective. It's a coach yelling at an umpire. It happens, right? It's condoned. Well, that's kind of part of the problem, but what we need to discuss is the root issue, which is when umpires and coaches are speaking different languages. For instance, this is a check swing strike call. You can't ask for help on a check swing strike. It's against the rules. The plate umpire's call is the final call on this, period. And so from the umpire's point of view, the coach is arguing a non-arguable call. The coach's argument is, well, I can ask for help on that because it's a check swing. Well, no, coach, the rule is actually this, but you didn't read it. And that's where the umpires get frustrated. So that comes from the coach just not knowing the rules of baseball, which is kind of what a lot of coaches are like. I only say this because the statistics confirm it. Bob Guerin, who I consider to be one of the smartest coaches in baseball, got an 8 out of 10. It was a hard quiz, to be fair. But Aaron Boone, oh my gosh, he's the manager, and he got a 10%. So 10% Boone, that's why I don't take him seriously when it comes to rules knowledge, and why a lot of other umpires don't either. Now, the response might be, well, Boone is really good at coaching. Well, some Yankees fans might disagree, but that's kind of the point. The umpires are good at umpiring. They have more institutional knowledge about that craft than any coach does, so let them officiate. That's why sportsmanship codes that are in use in a lot of high schools will say, let the officials officiate, let the coaches coach, let the players play, because they're all trained to do what their specific roles are, and they are better at that than anyone else who is not trained in that precise field. As for what Tim says regarding the camel's straw back approach, you get enough criticism, and it's sort of like someone coming to your job and just nudging you all day. I use the Space Cadet pinball analogy on this. How would you like someone coming to work and saying, oh, you work too slow. Oh, that's too fast. Are you sure that's in the right place? No, I disagree. This should go over there. No, I mean, oh, you made an error there. You made a mistake there. Umpires make mistakes. Of course they do. But you take all of these things, which are effectively table nudges in pinball, you add all of them up, and at some point the table gives out, shuts down, and you get a tilt, game over. Anyway, that's what that abuse means in this context. Now, part of the issue we said was coaches might not know the rule, and that's on them. And it's frustrating if you don't know something and you don't understand why you're getting aggrieved by a situation. But that's on you. You have to read the book. But the other thing is, coaches might be under a lot of pressure in certain instances, and that's the angle that they're coming from. They don't care about your feelings as an impartial arbiter because they have to win their game. And that might be a disconnect as well.
Umpires deserve better. I love this guy, but no umpire wakes up and needs this, ever, at any level. This is a check swing strike. This is basic. You don't like the call? Hey, I didn't think he went. Here you go, Tommy, get the next one. But this coach needs to walk all the way down. It looks like the umpire warns him. The coach doesn't stop. He's pointing to first base. All I want you to do is ask for help. You can hear the audio. I just asked for help. If you don't know that he called it a swinging strike and you can't appeal, then you shouldn't be coaching. So what are you doing? You're trying to embarrass the umpire. And you may say this is a tiny incident. For this umpire to walk off the field from this, you think that was the first thing that was said? What is that coach doing walking 60 feet down the line? to tell the umpire to ask for help on a swinging strike over and over again. Tells him to get back, doesn't, leaves. I got no problem with this. Good on this guy. Get rid of the abusers, and you won't be abused. There are some really great coaches and great people out there that love baseball and want to make it better. The signers need to back the umpires.
And he's gone.
Umpires need to back each other. Players test positive for substances and all sorts of things they do wrong. They don't lose the career over it. We all make bad decisions, and it's easy to ridicule. But everybody deserves a second chance. Second chance doesn't have to be tomorrow. This coach deserves the right to apologize for what he did. Chew on that. Thanks for listening, and happy umpiring, everyone.